Hey guys, I got tagged. So this will actually be a video response also to Tasting Ashes. He tagged me to make a response, and it's called Desert Island. So the question is, if I was to be deserted on an island and I had no choice, I had to be there, I was by myself, and I was going to be deserted there basically forever. What would I take with me? The questions are, what book would you take with you? I would take the Bible. There's no doubt in my mind I would take the Bible. I don't care what version it is. I can read anything. I would definitely take the Bible because you can continue to read the Bible over and over and over, and you will constantly learn something else. There is no other book in the world that is like that. Not only because of my faith in God, but there is no other book in the world like the Bible. It is the #1 selling book of all time, and there's a reason for that because there is so much information on how to live, how to be, how to respect people, how to respect yourself. That would be the book that I would totally take with me. The next would be the film. What film would you take with you? If you could take one movie with you, what would it be? Hands down, my favorite movie in the world is Forrest Gump. There's something about Forrest Gump that touches me. It makes me feel every single emotion throughout the entire movie. It is by far my favorite movie. So without a question, Forrest Gump. I love how they go through the time period of when he's a small child until he has his own child, and he's standing under the tree, and he's at Jenny's gravesite, and when he starts talking about his son, and he says, and he's just so smart, Jenny. He's just so smart. It hits me every single time. I start crying. I can't help myself. I can feel Tom Hanks when he is playing that part. And maybe it's because I've done a lot of acting jobs, and I've been told to act this certain way or act this certain way. When I've done voiceover work, my voice has to express a certain feeling, and when he hits that, and you see his face and his emotion that comes out, for some reason it hits home with me, and it's just an awesome movie. The next thing, what YouTube video would I take with me? I would take Tory Girl 35's The Hathaway Letter with me, because she honestly loves us. She honestly feels for us. I know there's a lot of you out there that really love us, that really enjoy us, that take care of us, that give me comments, give us comments, my family comments, replies, personal messages that make us feel outstanding and amazing. But she put effort, a little extra effort into it, gave us, and you can totally feel the love coming across the screen from her. And I would want that as a daily reminder that I have friends out there, that people do care about me, that people do honestly love me. So I would definitely take that. The next thing would be, what songs would I take with me? I have always been a Radiohead fan, and I would take Creep for sure. I love that song. It means a lot to me. It feels good when I listen to it, and I would just do that. So that's the first song. The second song would be REM's Losing My Religion. That hits home to me too for some reason. Every time I hear that song, I feel amazing. And the third song would be I Can Only Imagine by Mercy Me. It's a Christian song. It was in one of the videos that I did for our camp that we went to, the church camp, and that's on Sang's Vlogging in Thailand channel. If you've never heard the song, it's amazing. Or just type in Mercy Me, I Can Only Imagine. It's an amazing song. What personal item would I take with me? This is the last one, and Sang and I thought about this because she's my partner and she's my wife. We think the same, we feel the same, we answer each other's questions. What personal item would I take with myself? And I thought about it. Well, I would want my computer, but there's probably no electricity. Well, I would want my flip camera so that I can document, what I'm doing. But then I would have to take the memory off of it somehow, and I don't have a computer with me, so that wouldn't work. Then I totally took out all electronical stuff because there's probably no electricity on the place. So Sang said, you should take a knife. And that makes a lot of sense, because if a lot of people would say, you know, they would have other ideas, like Tasting Ashes said he would take a shotgun, so at the end he could just blow his brains out. Well, being a Christian, I can't commit suicide because I don't want to go to hell. That's what I believe in. But if I was to go to a desert island, and a desert island, did I just say that? A deserted island. A desert island. If I was to go to a deserted island and be there by myself, a knife or a big machete would have to be what I would need, because think of all the possibilities that all the things you could do with that. You can make a fort. You could tie it to a spear that you could make with the machete, and use some kind of bamboo straps or something, and you could throw it at an animal and there's lunch. You could find a rock and make sparks with the steel knife and start a fire to cook your meat. You can cut down branches and make some kind of a hut or something like that. I believe that a machete or a huge knife, a sword or something, that would definitely have to be the way to go. You could take, people like Tasting Ashes said that he could take his loaded shotgun with him. Well, after a while, you're going to lose your bullets, and you'd have to save one to off yourself, too. So, I don't think that's going to work for me. So, yeah, a machete, I would have to take that. So, oh, one last thing that I forgot you're supposed to do is at the end, you're supposed to tag somebody. You're supposed to tag 5 people. I thought about this because I know a lot of people don't like these, it's kind of like... It's kind of like those emails you get where people, the chain letter emails, where people say, you have to send it to 10 people now in the next 5 minutes or bad luck's going to happen to you. So I totally understand. I don't want to be, I enjoyed it myself doing it, and I will tell you why in a second. But if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then don't do it, okay? Because that's just how I feel. But I think that you would enjoy it. I picked five names, and the reason why I picked these 5 names, 1, they're good friends of mine. Number 2 is they have a lot of life experience, and I think that we can learn something by, if you look at these and you look at what books, what movie, what personal items, what YouTube videos they would take, all of these things, and you put them together, you can actually learn a lot about people. So that's why I did it, so that it opens another little door to you guys to know what my style is, how my brain processes things, little things like that. Even though it's just a simple little thing, it does open an extra little door. So I chose these 5 people because they're inspirational to me. They give me a lot of encouragement, and I know that each one of them is super smart, and they're amazing people, and they have a lot of life experience, and I think that we can learn something from them. So I picked Biggity Man. I mean, you probably already knew that I was going to do that. I picked A77 Man. Totally awesome guy. Amazing kid. Stuntman. I really believe that you could give some cool answers. Old Vision. Amazing. 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 That's all I can say. Encouraging. Awesome. Tory Girl 35. You have to do this too. We've become really good friends, and we've chatted a couple of times now on Skype and done video chat and sat there for hours and talked and not got bored with each other yet. So we talked about movies this morning when we talked this morning. So I think you would be really good at this challenge. I think that all you have to do is just pick a few things and then pick 5 of your friends and tag them. The last one, because he is super funny and he makes me laugh every time I watch his videos, because he is so unique and interesting, and the way he describes things is very funny. So I think that he would be a really good one, is Canadian Stud Muffin. Please do this challenge, because I think people would enjoy watching it. So that's my 5, and I just want to say thank you. So, bye-bye.